Back for another episode of Top 5 Live, episode 78. Back up in here. Tonight, we are doing the top 5. What do we say? Best friend? TV best friends? Is that
Top
what
5 TV best friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Top 5 TV best friends. And we also are getting into I think it's an interesting conversation because I think those who have watched the TV show, not TV show yet.
Hey, we can't see you.
Yeah, I know. I think those who have watched the show before know that how my stance on gender roles and some of the societal norms that get built into things, whether you agree with them or not. And I saw this video that's probably was acted. Javon brought that up when I sent it, but it probably was acted. But
absolutely acted.
Yeah, but absolutely. It was. But the premise was still. Did I send the video in the group? I just want to make sure I can. I guess I don't need to play it, right?
It's a long video.
Yeah.
You just wrap it up, B.
Yeah. Essentially, what happened was, according to this conversation, it was a very attractive woman. We never saw the guy. Very attractive woman took her out to that steakhouse with old buddy that sprinkled the salt fancy. He took her out, and after the date, she was thanking him, thank you for a good time, whatever. She got herself an Uber, and the guy was like, wait, my car is valeted over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expected us to go chill, spend time, talk, whatever, you know what I'm saying, for at least some of this time, especially for the type of money I just spent. And she's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It's a back and forth to the conversation. And, he's feeling the type of way like saying for the amount of money that you just spent on this date. What is that?
What? What's the problem, Dan?
I can't see.
No, Faye knows. I just told her.
Okay. It's not because it's not showing up on the on the Facebook.
She said I'm a ghost. I don't think. Oh, well, she lost us. We'll get her back.
She'll probably be back. She'll probably be back in.
For those of y'all that don't know Faye, she's on 5 Star Fridays with Tony Clapper and crew.
That's dope. I'm definitely interested to get her take on this.
And she does the cosplay for what do you call it? Right? What's Mike's character? The female.
Oh, Vigilant.
Vigilant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's dope. Oh, wait. Let me show the board, and then I'll get back into the story. Y'all get the gist by now.
Hey man, Danny work us?
Danny worked us last week.
He worked us, man.
Danny smacked our face off last week, bro. So
that Clayton Bigsby, man, that was good.
There we go. You let her in.
Hey, now we see you. There we go.
Clayton Bigsby got y'all that last week.
What's good, Vigilance?
Not much. How you doing? I got scared. I was Bruce Willis from The Sixth Sense from a second. You couldn't see me. That was a little scary. So
hey, that's not scary. That's a dope introduction. I need to try that.
You just
Fair enough. I'll take it that way. I'll take it like that.
Yeah. While I'm trying to get into that,
we just went over the fact that Danny beat our behinds pretty decently last week.
Oh yeah, it was not a competition.
Don't happen often, but
I get lucky every now and then.
I don't think. No, that was a great list, bro. Like we told you,
list. So we got the gloves off. Is that what we're saying? What did I get into?
So every week when we do our list, we put the list. We put our list up in the group and let the group page vote on who won, like who made the best list each week.
Let me see.
And last week, Danny slapped the fire.
You gotta change your list now.
I don't think I ever sent it. That's what I was saying.
Don't send it to us. Don't send it.
Yeah. Don't send it. We
reveal it live.
Yeah, we're gonna reveal it live.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm making sure. Yeah. I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, you good.
All right.
You good.
Last week was like our most watched episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got.
That's good.
Top 5 problematic individuals.
Yes,
who've done damage to the culture.
Black individuals that harm or shortened to say. Go ahead, Danny. Say it. Say it again.
Coons. Top 5 coons.
Yes, there you go. That's
my lawyers do not agree with that term.
I don't know why I don't know why Javon's being so politically correct. But yes, top 5 coons. For whatever reason, that show has popped off so far, comparatively to our other shows.
That's a good. It's a reason for that to pop.
You're right.
That's there's a couple reasons.
You're right. It definitely has been our most watched show. Like it shot out there. So
good for you guys popping off with that. That's a topic.
Hey, talk about coons is apparently popular.
None like Black History Month to pop off.
I didn't even think about it that way, man. I didn't even.
Happy Black History Month. Here's the
it didn't even cross my mind, dude.
That's why it's probably the most watched, because you really just took it to the people. Like, it's February. Let's get into it. Like
February 1st too. It was February 1st too.
Wow,
you came in hot, and so you gotta keep that intensity. That's what you did.
Technically,
you did that.
Technically, it was January 31st because it was my birthday.
It's disrespectful to have a short month for Black History Month. Come on.
I mean, it had to happen though. Like Jason Whitlock showed his natural coonish self, and I couldn't.
Was in his true form. Yeah. Was he in his true form?
He like the groundhog came out and saw a shadow. Jason Whitlock came out and saw
104 views.
It was quite substantial, and I couldn't let that crap slide. So, but yeah. That joint's off to a roaring start, and hopefully we continue to.
Happy Black History Month.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, we in here.
There it is.
So coming off of that show, I saw that video, and I sent it to the guys as soon as I saw it, because I don't, and I put it in a group page too, and I had there was a conversation started on it, and people had different thoughts about it. Concerning, whether the young lady was wrong or if old buddy was tripping, and some said both were tripping.
Yeah, but I don't think that he was trying to talk some more. Like that. That's not what he was trying to do.
I don't know.
What did I just do? Oh my god, that was weird.
I don't know, man.
He wasn't trying to talk.
There we go.
I agree.
What he wanted to do didn't require a lot of conversation.
You're right. You're right. Face down, like that's pretty much the conversation I was hearing.
I'm trying to keep it respectful, and then
I'm being respectful.
You go, Lil Jon.
I'm being respectful. I didn't say the other part. The point is, you said the dude wasn't trying to do much talking. I was just trying to confirm the type of talking he seemed to be leaning toward. But the point is whether or not, who's wrong in that situation? Like, as a man, if you, again, something that got established in the video, whether it was acting or not, is that he had been asking her to go out on a date for a while. And I don't know that she was ghosting him. She might have been like, lightly flirting back, or like she didn't have time or whatever. But at some point, she accepts the date and they go out, and she has a good time. He has a good time. They hug it out. And then when she gets ready to dip, he feels some type of way. I don't know. The part that interests me most is like, there's so many things in society between men and women that are unspoken. And to me, this seems like one of those situations that, and that's what interests me more so. Is like, in this situation, and I will give it to the floor. In this situation, as a man, as a woman, if you're in this situation, as a man, you ask a woman out on a date, you take her out somewhere very expensive, your first date, drop a lot of money. Is there an expectation between both of us? As a man, is there an expectation? As a woman, do you pick up that there's an expectation, whether it's said or not, or is it just implied? That's one thing that I'm interested in concerning the conversation. The right and wrong. I mean, we'll get to that, I'm sure, but that's kind of where I want to start it. Like, should there be an expectation, or better yet, is there an expectation based on that scenario? And while we get into that, I'm going to find some way to get my ring light to work, because I don't like being yellow. I don't get it.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if there's expectations, I feel like they should definitely be communicated to both parties well before the actual event happens. So when it gets down to those type of events, just not any confusion. You already know exactly how things are going to go. Because I mean, if it's something like a matter of comfort of what, she only feels comfortable doing, this or going home in the Uber and vice versa or something, I feel like those things should be established ahead of time. So it isn't confusing in that way, just from that situation.
Okay. Javon?
Well, it's been a very long time since I've been on a first date. So I don't know. Like I've never, gosh, damn dog. I've never gone. Hold on. I don't think I've ever gone on a date with the expectation of anything happening afterwards, especially a first date.
Good
I
job.
don't know. I'm just not that good looking, I guess. So, I've never like gone in there like, man,
You're a handsome young man.
If I spend $100, if I spend 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever, then something about it happened. Like,
you wanted
that
a
just
good
seems
Negro.
a little presumptuous.
You wanted a good Negro, Javon. What do you mean?
Why you got really?
You're
bringing up that.
I had to.
I'm sorry, I was raised right, man. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I had to bring it back, but like you put it right there. I had to say
Happy Black History
listen,
Month,
man.
folks. There we go.
Exactly. Thank you.
You don't want to talk about face
You
down.
want to start singing some old Negro spirituals or something? You just gonna keep throwing that?
I know some. I we can start some.
That's all right. Morgan was a field nigga. That's why. That's why he talking.
Happily.
Wow. Okay.
Happily out here in these streets. I don't care. You up in the you be up in there.
We are not representing Black history.
I gotta deal with every week.
We are not representing Black History Month well. I just want to point that out. We are doing a terrible, terrible job.
I didn't do anything. You started that.
You called me a good Negro.
You called me a field nigga.
You called me a good Negro.
First date.
I said you're one of the good ones.
Really?
Then you called me a field nigga.
That's not what you said. You wanted a good Negro. You said it just like Clayton Bigsby.
I did.
You wanted a good Negro.
I did not actually.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize to the audience, J Pat, Faye. Every week we gotta deal with this for at least 15 minutes, and then we can get to the show. They stop acting up eventually.
Danny acting like he ain't never been a part of this. Okay,
I'm
is that
saying,
what he's doing right now? He acting up in front of company. That's okay.
I'm the peacekeeper on the show. That's my role.
Danny acting up in front of company, y'all. I just want y'all to understand.
This nigga, he just called me a field nigga on the show.
You called me the you.
I did not.
We shall overcome.
Thank you, Faye. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was a perfect way to respond to Javon's just complete racism.
Really? So mine just came out of nowhere. So I just pulled it from the ether.
On the 7th of February. On the 7th of February.
Okay.
We know 7 stand for grace.
Okay.
A week. It's just been a week.
Grace in February.
Okay. Wait, what was the topic for last week? And whose idea was that?
Coons.
Okay. All right.
Coons, raccoons.
That was January 31st, though. That didn't count.
Exactly. It was January 31st.
We have co-opted that date since they done took it.
What's good, Jerome?
Because we got the short date.
What's up, man?
What's good, Jerome? So all right. So it sounds like initially we're all saying if there are expectations that can be stated beforehand.
No, Danny ain't say nothing.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, Danny.
I got no comment. Y'all know me. I'm happily married, and I leave single people problems. I leave single people problems to single people. And
you can't talk about how you were when you were single.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy I don't have to deal with this stuff as a married man.
Man, I respect that.
Did you pay when you're on your first date with your wife? Did you pay a lot?
There you go. Just talk about your own relationship. You.
What you gonna call him now? And then he gonna respond.
I kept it.
I play the victim.
I kept it. I didn't say it. I kept it.
I think communication is always necessary.
I am going to find the key.
I agree.
If you communicate, you don't have to worry about stuff like that. So, thankfully, me and Tiana knows what's in my bank account. So there's never no miscommunication on.
We talking about when before you were married, dude. She
I feel you,
was
Jerome.
in your bank account.
I feel you, Jerome. I feel you.
Come on, man. Come on. All right, Danny, seriously. You can talk about how you were when you were single.
I just said communicate.
No, you said
Tiana knew what was just how he communicated that he said he was happily married and he said, you know what, I'm gonna leave single. Like he just communicated that to you, so you know the expectation up front that he doesn't want to talk about it.
See,
isn't that communication saying up front? So if somebody says it's a boundary, even if that was a time, that was a season.
Yes, this is almost 2 years.
If he doesn't want to talk about that season or time, he can rightfully do that if he so chooses.
And I'm communicating to him how whack he is right now. That's my communication. I'm clearly communicating to you that he's whack.
Y'all know me. I'm a LeBron guy. I'm more of a pass first guy. So I'm gonna give this opportunity to y'all to talk about. I'm gonna give this opportunity to the team to talk about this. This is not.
I'm trying to Chef Curry this pass real quick because I'm not trying to talk. Why y'all?
See, that's what I have to deal with every week.
Ooh, bless your heart.
Every week.
Deep in my heart.
I'm so tired of Danny right now, man.
I guess we can talk about the Super Bowl then. I guess we can talk about the Super Bowl if y'all.
You can't even have a discussion. So time out. So so if I said, Danny, tell me about a date you went on before you got married. You're like, nope, that date didn't exist.
I talk about our
relationship
all the time. I talk about this stuff all the time.
So why can't you talk about it right now?
I could. I don't want to.
If he doesn't want to, he doesn't.
She's sitting right there. See, I'm sitting right there.
My wife is upstairs eating.
Just pan over. Just pan over.
That shouldn't have
keep
nothing
looking
to
over
do
there,
with
man.
being
What you looking at?
That should have nothing to do about the distance of something. That is just the boundary that he's putting. He don't want to talk about it right now.
Who you looking at, Danny? Oh.
Y'all ain't about to get me beat up. Y'all ain't about to get me beat up. I refuse.
Smart.
Danny, blink twice.
I can say this though.
Blink twice if you're okay.
I can say this though. This is what
just blink.
This is what I mean by proper communication, right? So me and my wife have an understanding that there are certain things that I'm not gonna do online, right? We have a relationship. Me and my wife have a relationship. We have a certain understanding that I put out a lot of videos. I put a lot of stuff out on TikTok, but there's some stuff that I'm not ever going to put on TikTok because me and my wife have communicated that we have certain boundaries, right?
Okay.
So if you communicate properly, you don't run into issues.
Okay.
And that is the answer.
So communicate to us what those boundaries are. Just you ain't got to tell us what the things. Just tell us what you can't talk about. So I don't ask.
I already said it.
I don't talk about single people problems. I don't talk about single people issues. If y'all want to talk about marriage and relationship advice, I do that. But I don't talk about single people stuff. I ain't got no plans on being single ever again. So
I hear that. Oh my gosh, what is I listen, like I honestly I respect that because I mean again you put up the boundary, communicate it up front, and that's something you put, that's fine. And if you
it seems backwards, don't it? Because it's like if he was like, yo, if his wife was like, yo, I don't want you to talk about our marriage and anything that goes on in our marriage, and I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. But
so
don't
here's
talk
my
about
2 cents.
Here's
my single life 2 cents. This is my single life 2 cents. When it comes to something that I would aspire to, which is oh, you're back. when it aspires to go to a union one day, I would honor that union. And if it was something that I had already discussed with that person, my partner, I would honor that. Now, again, when it comes to the things what you would say to make sure that you keep that union strong, sure, that's fine. But when it comes to the things and the parameters outside of it before that or anything that is discussed before, and I can respect and honor that. So it's like if you happen to cross one of those topics, I just don't feel like talking about that. That's all it is. It's a boundary. That's all it is. You just ran into the fence. That's all that happened.
I got it. It just seems like a very unorthodox fence, but
crap. I missed something. God dang it.
I can respect the different strokes for different folks, but that's just my little 2 cents on it.
Different strokes for different folks. I still think you should have named your podcast that, Javon. I still say
you want a podcast, you can name it different strokes.
Then different strokes for different folks, man. That would have been
okay. We're all right.
We're doing podcast talking about stroking.
No, we. I mean, you see where he go.
I can't
take me out.
This is the second time. This is the second time. I can't
take me out, coach.
This is the second time. We over here talking about a respectful topic about communication and things of that nature.
I just heard somebody
communication boundaries. I mean, that's just simple communication 101.
See, that's great.
Okay.
I get it. Again, I get it. I understand it. I understand conceptually. It's a very unorthodox boundary. It's just a little unorthodox.
Stroke into the east.
How? I don't know. Because I mean, as someone who's like an aspiring or just a current content creator, I mean, there's certain things that, people don't need to know about. They don't need to know everything, all the ins and outs of my life, regardless if I'm taken single or whatever, whatever it is.
That's true.
But there's certain things that it's just like, you should have those boundaries because it's healthy. They shouldn't know every in and out of your place, your whereabouts. Because I mean, again, you don't know everybody and you don't know everyone's intention when it comes to your safety or your well-being or anything of that nature. So, I mean, I can understand and respect that when someone says that, I don't think this is something for that viewer, or when it comes to the audience or content consumer, they don't need to know that about me. And that's okay, because everyone only perceives, someone for what they see in that moment. They can only know you from this show. Doesn't mean that they necessarily know you. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of like my take on it. If it's just something like that, it's just not meant for people to know that.
I just want to know what other boundaries he got so I don't cross it. Or if I don't want to hear Danny talk tonight, I can bring up that topic, and then Danny can't say nothing.
Like I know Javon well enough to know that he likes to test people's boundaries.
Oh, he does. He's a tester. He's a pusher. He's a tester. He's a poker. He's a plotter.
I'm gonna go right to the line.
He's all of that. He's all of that in one. Packaged up.
I would go right to the line. If this is the line,
you're not gonna go right to the line. You're gonna dance on it. You're gonna shimmy on it. You're gonna cha-cha slide.
You just called me a good Negro.
I don't push. Did not. I said you're one of the good ones.
That's not what
I did.
All right, yo. All right.
Everyone watching, that's what I said, bro. You don't have to lie about it. Okay.
Why did she start singing Negro spirituals then?
Because she tried
to Black History Month. I sing them all the time, but I just thought it was appropriate to start singing them.
Okay.
Cool.
You act like I ain't gonna go back and look.
I can sing whenever I want to.
That's right. You let her know.
I got no problem. Yeah, very nice voice.
She's a free Black woman. She can sing whenever she wants to, boy. I'm sorry. I put boy on it. I shouldn't have said boy. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No. Because you're going to come back and be like, I didn't say boy. I said Javon.
No. I didn't admit that I said boy. I apologize. I apologize immediately after I said boy. I should not have said boy. I apologize.
Just a minute. Can I get y'all Super Bowl predictions before we get into the lists?
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to enjoy it. Maybe. I don't know if I'll enjoy it much. Predictions. I mean, are we betting money?
No, I'm not.
God dang it! No. All right. I thought we were going to bet on it. There was something else I wanted to say about that question, and Danny just distracted me from it.
I would say I cannot root for the Kansas City Chiefs on any level. So I guess I got to root for the Eagles. But really, I want to root for Bane. I want Bane to come through, just take out the whole field.
Oh, no.
Not the players on it. Not the players. Just take the field out so that they can't play the game.
Okay. I'm rooting for movie trailers. I'm literally only watching movie trailers.
Appreciate you coming through, bro.
That's it. I'm only watching for the movie trailers and for the commercials. So
I love the football dude though, right?
Yeah, you apparently. Just
no, I'm not really. I mean, especially not for these teams. I'm not. If Christian McCaffrey were in the Super Bowl, I might watch to cheer for him. But
wow, Wow, and Black History Month and still won't cheer for nobody black. Don't make no mother freaking sense.
No, I hope ain't both the quarterbacks black.
MLK blowing rolling over in his grave.
Yes, they are.
We're not talking about some
Christian. A black quarterback gonna win. I'm happy either way.
I literally playing. I'm watching. What?
I literally don't care. I know one of the black quarterbacks.
I'm with you though. I'm not gonna lie, Danny.
Black on black crime.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like Jalen Hurts. That's another reason. I like Jalen Hurts. I like him since Alabama. So I'm hoping he wins, but I have too many Eagles friends that annoy the bejesus out of me. So winning.
Peer pressure, you change your answer?
No, I'm saying Eagles friends. I don't want them to feel joy. So if they win, I'm not gonna be happy. If the Chiefs win, I'm not gonna be happy. So
I definitely get that.
I can be happy for Jalen Hurts.
That's funny. It's like which of the lesser of the two evils.
That's why I said I'm rooting for Bane. Bane, just come through.
I'm gonna root for Patrick Mahomes. I'm also rooting for Jalen Hurts. I can't lose. I'm like Issa Rae. I root for everybody black, sir. So you know what I mean. Like
I think Patrick Mahomes.
Don't go with the one with more melanin.
I think. Wait now. Because when I every time I talk about Mariah Carey, I'm wrong.
I'm about to write.
No. Sir, the difference is you say Mariah Carey is not black. I just said don't go for the one with more melanin.
I just questioned if she is
I didn't
black.
say either wasn't black.
Definitively, she's not.
Did I say either wasn't black? I just said go for the one with more melanin. Jalen Hurts.
More melanin doesn't mean that you're more black.
If he had more melanin,
say that they was more black.
If he has more melanin,
do you know what melanin is?
Y'all are being very problematic in Black History Month right now.
I am not.
What melanin is? Do I have to define what melanin is?
Set it right, please.
Hold on, time out. As many times as I had to correct you on Mariah Carey, you got the nerve to say anything to me.
I only asked if you ever heard Mariah Carey say that she was black. That's the only thing I said.
Yeah,
have you ever heard
her dad is black. Her dad is as dark as I am.
I said, have you ever heard her say it?
Is he?
Yes.
Wow.
Her dad is black, dude.
I said,
you see her dad, you were like, what? Really?
I said,
dude is black.
This is what I asked y'all. This is what I asked y'all. I said, one, have you ever heard her sing the Negro National Anthem? And have you ever heard her say that she was black? The answer to both of those questions.
When I said that she was black, you were like, she ain't black. That's your words. Morgan was on that show.
He did kind of say that.
We can go back.
I did not say that Patrick Mahomes wasn't black. I didn't say that he's not black enough.
Find the clips if you want.
I said go with the one with more melanin.
I don't think you want to find those
clips. But why?
You're gonna lose.
Why that?
Because I'm going for Jalen Hurts. That's just another way to say I'm going for Jalen Hurts.
That's not.
That's not what you said.
That's not
what you said.
I said more, not core.
That's not what you said. Okay. But okay, we're gonna let you have it. We ain't go.
Danny, again, you in timeout. You've been in timeout. Every time you talk about Mariah Carey, you in timeout.
We ain't gonna beat up the black man.
You brought it up. Just remember that you brought up Mariah Carey.
We ain't gonna do that to you.
What?
I mean, Martin Luther King already rolling over in his grave because you over here being as racist as you possibly can be tonight.
I am, boy.
You got me there. I did say more.
Everybody on the show need to be quiet.
That,
everybody but Faye, you are in charge of the show right now.
Why am I always in this predicament where it's just like, no, why I gotta always keep managing? I am tired. Quit. Get it together.
I apologize, Faye.
I gotta hail Nilly on my show.
I know we gotta apologize to Faye. We have done a terrible job of representing Black history.
First time on the show, and Von's doing racisms. It's terrible. I apologize for his actions.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't say racism. You did.
You didn't say racism? Okay.
No, you said.
Why'd you apologize?
Y'all sound.
Well, I did say one racism. I said one.
You said racism. All right.
You know what? Oh
so
my gosh,
the list
Danny, you know what
today,
this reminds me of? They remind me of Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart if they go back and forth. Like they literally are just nonstop.
I'll be The Rock.
I'll tell you what happened. Okay, nah, Kevin, that's not what happened. No. Let me tell you. It's like they just go back and forth, and they just can do this all day. That's incredible.
Like an old married couple.
Yes.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
As much as you and Morgan go back and forth about LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
We haven't talked
all
about
day.
We're so Greg at this point. It's more so
we haven't talked about LeBron
on
the
show.
If I showed you our thread, if I showed you our direct message thread, I have gone to bed. I have gone to bed at midnight and woken up at 6:30 in the morning, and they still arguing.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I don't think anything is surprising. I'm not surprised.
I'd be looking at my phone like, they're still talking.
We've blown Faye's mind, and it hasn't even been an hour yet.
We don't talk about it in public on the show though. Like we left that in 2022.
Okay, so which is it?
I did leave
mine, or y'all not talking about it anymore? Which is it?
I said we don't talk about it on the show.
On the show, okay, all right.
But again, in the thread,
he just said I'm lying. He just said I'm lying.
In the thread, I think you would have to admit that most of that conversation at this point is between him and Greg.
That's true.
You get in there.
That's true.
So do you,
bruh. Not as much.
I'm trying to teach him basketball because Danny be watching highlights. He'll be watching the game.
Y'all ready for the list?
He's about to say something about LeBron right now. Watch.
If LeBron break the scoring title tonight, I'm gonna say this. I've learned this will be my last LeBron take until he breaks the scoring title.
Oh my God.
Morgan has said over the years that the most important thing in basketball is winning, right? The number one thing that you can do to help your team win the number one thing that you can do to help your team win is score points. So once LeBron James has the most points, that means that he is the GOAT.
Have you lost your mind?
That's my last take until they don't like logic. They just don't like logic. That's all it is.
So the list today is top
I look up
5.
every time and I just see half the screen is gone.
The list today is top 5 best friends, TV best friends. That's the list that we do. I'm trying to pull us from the abyss. All right. So come on.
You trying to pull us from the abyss.
I'm trying.
You put us there.
I didn't put us in there. I did not put us there.
Y'all
How did I put us there?
He threw the anchor.
We was like a don't let go, Jack, a long time ago, man. You let that mug go so.
I was trying. I'm trying to pull us back.
All right, top 5 best friends. I don't know what it was. Did I come up with this list, or I
came up with it.
You came up with a topic.
I don't know.
What made you think of this topic?
I don't even remember. I was watching the TV show, I think, and it just popped in my mind.
He was thinking about how great friends me and him are. Duh.
That makes sense.
I mean, we're all good friends. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Javon's been on one with me this week, though. To be honest, you.
Faye, what did I just say? Hey, did I just not compliment this man?
I just said. I complimented you.
I didn't even say. I agree with you. Why are you arguing with me?
I just said you've been on one this week. That's all.
Why are you saying them?
It's a true statement. Okay.
What have I done this week? We didn't even talk.
There was a question I wanted to ask earlier, and I wanted to ask Faye, man. Y'all made me forget because
Fee?
Racism.
Is it Fee or Faye?
It's Fee.
I've been calling. It's Fee?
Y'all, why y'all ain't Faye this whole time?
Bro, y'all racist, bro. Y'all gonna invite somebody on the show and not even know how to
everybody but Fee. This is terrible. Fee, I apologize.
Start the whole show over.
You know what? Let me hold on. Let me just.
I've been trying to go to the list, and this man refuses to let us go to the list.
What's good, everybody? We're back for another episode of Top 5 Live with Javon Stokes up at the top left, Danny J. Quick up at the top right, and our special guest, Fee, is in the building, here to hold it down for the ladies and black women everywhere in Black History Month. And she's been singing Negro spirituals, so already up in here. You know what I mean? So I just want to restart the show because my compadre have been announcing our lovely guest's name this entire time. So, I felt like I needed to reset the chessboard.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Fee. Do we want to just go to the list now? Because at this point, we have thoroughly.
No, let's not go to the list. Not like anybody else brought that up. No.
What was the question? No, okay. I'll seriously. What was the question? Do you remember, Morgan?
I'm trying to. We are.
He's so busy worried about his ring light. Listen,
I was worried about my ring light because I was orange.
Said.
I was orange. I'm an African American man in Black History Month, and I'm orange. So I need to represent my melanin, and it needs to be said.
Top 5 TV best friends.
I'm trying to remember
if he figures out the question, just write it down.
I just remember Fee saying something. You said something about boundaries, and I agree with your point early with you saying that. I agree with your point earlier saying that if there are expectations, they should be expressed beforehand. Mm-hmm. It was something to that. I'm trying to remember because I remember being interested in the unspoken things between men and women that are societal.
Right.
It was something connected to that. I remember at some point. I remember.
Okay. Hold on to it. When you do, you let me know.
I most certainly will. Who wants to do their list first? Because Javon has and Javon and Morgan have just ruined this, and I had to go get my other self to save this. There's another me in Black History Month.
You know, every time we have a guest, we have to let the guest go first.
Yes, guest first.
So, top 5 TV best friends.
So,
let's hear your
I'm
list.
gonna say
5 to 1. 5 to 1.
5 to 1. Yeah.
And I'm gonna type it down.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Leslie and Ron from Parks and Rec.
Nice, I like it.
I'm gonna do Jake and Terry from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh man, okay.
I'm gonna do Pam and Dwight from The Office.
Oh man,
Pam and Dwight,
that's a good one.
Okay.
And
not Pam and Jim. Not Dwight and Jim. Pam and Dwight.
No, because Dwight hates Jim, but he will fight for Pam though.
Yes, that's one of my favorite shows of all time, and I do agree. They didn't
become friends until like the last season, really though.
But you got to see their You got to see their friendship.
You got to see it how it evolves over time because it is very funny.
That was solid. Yeah.
JD and Turk, because obviously they on T-Mobile together. You know they securing the bag together. That's a good friendship that went after it
for decades. They've been for decades.
And then Issa and Molly because it's Black History Month, and I gotta represent my girls. I gotta go for my girls.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Keenan and Kel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Keenan and Kel is a good one.
Can I tell something? I have never watched one episode of Keenan and Kel.
It's been so long.
I missed that. I missed that. That was beyond my time. You see the haters? I watched all that, but by the time they had their own show, I was in high school. I didn't care about that.
You said it was beyond your time, but now you just said you didn't care about it.
I was in high school. I wasn't watching that.
That's
stuff in high school.
That's close to it. First, you made all 3 of us go off camera at the same time.
I'm okay. I'm very,
impressive.
I'm secure in myself right that now. I'm okay with it.
Definitely sus. Good list, B.
Sorry.
Jake and Terry was from what? Let me fix that. What show is that from?
Parks and
Brooklyn
Rec.
Nine. No.
Thank you.
Oh, Jake and Terry.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, right?
Yeah.
Jake and Terry's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler, be quiet.
Tyler said he went off camp too. He wasn't even on camp.
Hey, call him out on some of the stuff.
All right, Tyler.
I want to call you out on your stuff, Tyler.
Just do the honorary shut off. There you go.
Tyler just announced that that Antagonist is going to be distributed by Diamond. He's got Diamond distribution coming, so congratulations on that for sure.
Yes, sir. Very proud of my bro. Good stuff, bro. I said, boy,
Javon.
I said it in a good way.
Javon, since
I said it like
you want me to go?
Javon, go.
Okay, you want me to go? All right. So I wasn't sure if we were doing duos or if we were doing full group. So I think I'm gonna stick to my duos. Since I'm gonna take Fee's lead and do that. Okay, so number 5, Issa and Molly. Insecure. I gotta do that.
Love it.
Number 4, Sean and Gus.
Yes.
Psych.
Yes.
Literally, the whole show is built around their friendship. Got to do that.
Yes.
Number 3 is where I was going to deviate into do the whole group, but since I'm not going to do the whole group, I'm going to just do the 2. Chandler and Joey from Friends.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
I mean, don't be a hater. Number 2,
this way.
Meredith Grey and Christina Yang in Grey's Anatomy. I mean, they've been through gunshots, airplane crashes. Oh, that's my show.
You put Grey's Anatomy on every list that you possibly can.
Great show, man. It's been on for like 30 years.
That's a great show. Scarring, it's a little heavy. I was like, oh,
it is heavy. They be trying to like traumatize people.
It did. No, that's why I left. I was like, I remember one time I was like graduating college, and it was the episode where they all was like trying to go to graduate, and they was just dying. And I was just like, oh
yeah. When the airplane crashed, the airplane.
Yeah, I was like, can't do this.
Friends on Black Hit. Listen, Friends is a good show, man. Y'all need to stop hating. And then number 1, listen, man. the OG bromance, JD and Turk, man. I gotta go with JD and Turk. Like them boys love each other more than they love their wives. That's
now T-Mobile Express.
JD and Turk is a classic. I couldn't even. That's why I put them on the poster because that's one that.
Oh yeah,
you gotta have one there. All right, I'll go next, Morgan. All right. So y'all know me. I used to watch a whole bunch of like sitcoms back in the day, and I didn't have cable. But there was this show called Boy Meets World.
Okay.
And your boy Corey and Sean from Boy Meets World.
Okay.
Them jokers they were great friends. So they got my number 5. I am going to deviate because my number 4 is a friend group. That is Khadijah.
I knew you were going to do that. I almost did.
Max and Regine on Black History Month.
Cheater.
That's not cheating. I said earlier that you could do groups. Y'all the ones decided not.
When did you say you could do groups? I asked a question.
In the text.
I was like, "We doing duos?"
Number 3.
Morgan was like, "Yeah, sure, basically." And you were just
I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know. It's up to y'all.
He definitely
go ahead. I know he does this.
Yeah.
My number 3 is JD and Turk. JD and Turk had a great, wonderful friendship. But above them, I'm gonna put Sean and Gus above them. Sean and Gus's chemistry, like the detective. I think I just like Psych, the show, better than Scrubs in the long run.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. That's one of my favorite. Like that's one of the shows that me and my wife will watch over and over again together. And the number one group, I'm kind of surprised nobody brought these up. Sherlock and Watson.
To me, I can't, or I won't. Okay. I'll get into that once I do my list. And Watson.
Okay. I just put it in the chat. Oh yeah. Sherlock Holmes and Watson. Them jokers been friends through every iteration of the show. Like they done had TV shows, movies, theatrical plays, everything.
Yeah, you gotta be specific though. Like
I don't know. I mean, they
can't just be like general.
Their friendship.
It's like saying Batman and Robin. Like which one?
Their friendship is problematic and toxic at times, especially from Sherlock's perspective. But okay.
Yeah. The BBC Sherlock is my favorite one of the
series
of all theirs. Yeah, it's great, just great.
What's good, Eddie? What's good, Eddie J? All right, so
go ahead, Morgan.
For mine, all right, so my number 5 is Sean and Gus. Psych, one of my favorite shows. I love that show. Number 4, Unconventional. Mm-hmm. SpongeBob and Patrick. I mean,
what's up with your
you know what I'm saying?
Your audio
breaking up.
Is he okay? So it's not just me hearing that. It's kind of in and out a little bit.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, it's clicky.
I heard you say Unconventional, and that was it.
Okay, can y'all?
I heard SpongeBob and Patrick though, and I was like, "Dang, that's a good one." I wish I would have said that.
Yes. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, it's just a little clicky. Go ahead.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 4, SpongeBob and Patrick had to be on there. It's impossible for not to. people have been watching their friendship for SpongeBob been on for 20 years, ain't it?
Longest running cartoon show, right? Yeah, it's been like 90s. Yeah. It started like 93.
Other than Simpsons.
Yeah, the Simpsons probably.
Well, yeah, but like kid show.
Yeah, kid show. SpongeBob got to be there. So that's my number 4. Number 3, Issa and Molly got to be. Insecure is one of my favorite shows. Represented the culture in ways that I don't know that we've seen, at least not in this era. Living Single definitely
didn't they dislike each other for a whole season though?
Yes, but that's a true friendship. They did a really great job.
Meredith and Christina didn't like each other for like a whole season too.
Yeah, that true friendship. You have those times where there's issues and y'all work them out because you're true friends.
True that.
Issa and Molly, number 3. Number 2, Benson and Stabler. Law and Order.
Who?
Benson and Stabler. Law and Order SVU.
What's the icon?
I mean, you can do that, but I mean, for me, the Law and Order shows are some of my favorites, and their relationship and their friendship, and the dichotomy of their relationship throughout that. They've had a huge and long stint too of a friendship and something that's evolved, and the complications that come with that had to be on my list. And number 1, again, unconventional, but for me, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. Mulder and Scully, X-Files. That's my number 1.
I don't know how I knew that you were going to say that. It literally just popped into my head. I was like, he's going to say Mulder and Scully from X-Files. That's crazy.
I was
going to say, oh my gosh, can we say honorary ones?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
we usually start talking about all the ones that didn't make it.
Because I was like, Tom and Jerry, honestly, that would have been my first one because I grown up on that one. Like they really
they was trying to kill each other every episode.
No, but listen, here was the theory. He acted as if to kill him, but again, to keep him from not getting, tossed out or anything. I think it was just a front. They did that because he had to do that because the owner would get rid of him for not doing the job.
Uh-huh.
So they kind of made it like a inside job.
That's a good argument.
He kept him employed and he kept him fed. Okay.
Because like at the end, it's so depressing and stuff. They both go out together. So I mean, like they really was close, because it's just like they really was keeping each other in the loop. Like he's like, I'm not gonna kill you, and I look like I do kill you. So my people who got me don't kick me out because I'm not getting the job done. It's a deal.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen,
that's a great argument, Fee.
I almost put the Golden Girls. I was like this close.
If I had
being a friend.
Kyron just sent me a message. Yes, Kyron, I didn't know, but he said, did you know that in the finale of Living Single, Queen Latifah said the N-word and they kept it in the broadcast? Yes, Kyron, I did know that.
I did not know that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go back and watch it.
The finale.
Where HBO Max at? Where is that?
They were when they were doing, I want to say they were doing a cheers at the end, and she was like, "Y'all my niggas, man." Like she
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
It's on HBO Max right now.
Hey, this is
absolutely about to watch
good one. This is a good one right there, Coulson and May.
Yes.
But didn't they end up together though? Didn't they end up in a relationship?
Did they?
I feel like they ended up together.
No,
I can't. It's been so long.
I feel like because like he in the end of the show, spoilers, like he was about to die.
There was energy there, but at the end of the show,
they didn't make it like official.
Yeah, I don't think
they did
have anything like officially though.
Yeah. Like you could feel the tension. The tension was present. You could tell the pressure was there, but it wasn't like nothing.
That's
didn't nobody say Bert and Ernie? Nobody say Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street?
Well, how about you know what? It's a good one. How about Ed and Eddie from Cartoon Network? I know it's 3 of them, but they would do anything for some jawbreakers, man.
Hey, you know what was about to make my list? Beavis and Butthead.
I've never watched one episode of Ed Eddie. Man.
Snoopy and Woodstock.
Beavis and Butthead was about to make mine.
Yes.
I almost had Jerry and George from Seinfeld. I almost had that.
Troy and Abed will make my list. I love Community. Troy and Abed.
I'm surprised you didn't have them on
yours.
Troy and Abed.
Billy and Mandy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I'm really
that's a cartoon, right?
I'm really surprised you didn't have Troy and Abed on yours, Andy. I was sure you were gonna have that up there.
Yeah, I love that show, but I love that show, but they They were too out there, bro. Them jokers was out there.
Is Community with old boy from Atlanta?
That's a good one.
Donald Glover.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that.
I was gonna say
Jess
and Cece, New Girl.
I had Nick and Schmidt from New Girl. I thought that was the better.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nick and Schmidt to me was the better one. It was quite a few, man.
Will and Jazz, but we saw their friendship and knew it was strong. But the only reason they got on my list is because you didn't see them.
Will and Carlton is
I guess Will and Carlton is the only reason. That's why I asked, like, are we including family? Because I would have had Will and Carlton on there.
I mean, if we were going to do family, I would have done Sam and Dean from Supernatural.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's automatic. That'd have been automatic.
This is that's my one. That's my one. I've never seen. I mean,
I've seen a couple of episodes, but not enough to really to catch up with the full storyline. But I do feel like they just have each other. I've seen a couple of episodes to be like they
know
do
Danny
a lot.
Ain't watching. I know Danny ain't watching.
Feel on mine. I'll go put Key and Peele on mine.
Right. You're right. That's not
I've seen enough. I've seen it with my friend.
Nothing,
I'll just sit down and watch a couple, and after that, I'm done.
That is nowhere near Danny's range and road or at
I used to watch Charmed.
And God is not happy with you, sir.
Oh, like Twitches, Tia and Tamara.
Hey, they were. For family, Tia and Tamara would have been
family.
Good.
Yeah.
Sister.
I almost had Morgan Garcia, Criminal Minds. That I would have put that on.
Oh, you know who we could have put? Oh man, Undercover Brother, not Undercover Brother, New York Undercover. What's the dude? Torres and
I
can't remember his name.
I just remember his real name, Malik Yoba, but I can't remember his.
I know, right? I just call him Malik Yoba.
Forgot
his name.
I can't remember his real name.
Gerald and Arnold from Hey Arnold.
I was trying to think of his name. I just remember Arnold. I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
We could do what? Doug and wasn't not Skeeter. Is his name Skeeter? What was it? Doug and the blue dude. What was his name?
I think you're right. I think it is.
Was it Skeeter?
Yeah, because Roger was a villain, and then Patty was.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Ren and Stimpy, though. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Y'all ain't gonna put your boys.
I can't put Ren and Stimpy over SpongeBob and Patrick.
What's your boys from Walking Dead? The one who was taking your boy's wife.
No.
Oh my God, Rick and Shane.
Ricochet.
Ricochet don't count.
Good.
That dude was trying to kill him from like from episode 4. He was trying to murder him.
A great one from Walking Dead would be Carol and Daryl.
Yeah, Carol and Daryl. That's a good one.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be or Rick and Daryl, either one.
Yeah. I stopped my binge.
How about Wednesday and Thing?
That's a good one.
Oh yeah,
and it stands the test of time.
Yeah, that was a good one. And this, they're family, but that was I finally watched Wednesday, and it was a solid series.
Right?
Watch Wednesday.
You did what?
It wasn't.
You watched Wednesday?
Stop it, bro. Y'all, I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all black people.
Wow.
Wednesday was not. This was not supernatural. There wasn't a lot of.
There was a whole Warlock in it. He literally came back from he came forward in time.
That's a good one, Justin. That's a good one.
You see how Danny logics his way into watching what he wants to watch. Morgan, you see this, right?
That's a great.
I do. I know he was. I knew he was gonna be some BS.
If he want to watch something, he would logic his way into watching it, so it's okay.
100%.
I don't like demons and sorcerers. You know, I watched Doctor Strange.
I watched Stranger Things up until them last couple of episodes, though. You remember? I got my convictions when we got to the part where dude was like, hey, y'all going. I don't know what happened in that last 2 episodes, but we didn't even finish the finale. We didn't finish the last 2 episodes because I was like, all right, they went too far. Far.
So any show that has a monster in it,
shut up.
You out.
No, it's not a monster. It's I told you, it's the feeling. I don't enjoy being scared. I just don't enjoy that. So I don't watch stuff that makes me feel scared. I don't enjoy it. Me and my family, we don't enjoy that, so we just don't watch it. And when we got to them last couple of episodes of Stranger Things, it stopped being a fun show. It wasn't a fun show no more.
So
them jokers was legit scary.
So you don't watch thrillers?
No, thriller. That's not the same thing. A thrill genre, and anxiety about what's about to happen is not the same thing as there's a.
You're talking about horror, right?
No, I'm talking about.
No, Danny don't do horror at all.
Danny doesn't do anything that has to do with demons.
Demonic supernatural forces. Those are the things that I try to stay away from. Like, and we watch some of it. It just has to. I just know it when I see it. When I see it, and I'm like, that's too far for me. Then we just cut it off, and we just don't watch it no more. But
fair enough.
Listen,
I don't like.
I'm happy you found a woman that works with you on that, man. I promise you, I'm happy.
You don't do what?
I'm so happy.
I was like, I'm not too big on scary stuff, but I mean, I can say like laughing when it comes to stuff like I could see it coming. I don't like. There is a certain line where I'm like, I'm pretty good on that. Where there was a couple movies that I was like, no, I'm just gonna turn my head. You guys enjoy that. I'm good.
I don't like torture porn, like all that torture stuff.
Where
it's like overly,
I'm not big on that.
I have a tolerance. Like my tolerance for it is like a lower.
Like, I love a good
horror.
thriller. I love a good like. There's certain ones, but after a while, I mean, there's certain ones where I'm like, nah, I'm not really intrigued.
But we also don't watch stuff with a lot of cussing in it too. Like if they go overboard with the cussing, I'm turning it off. Like I can't even enjoy the movie if it's just, you know what I'm saying, just ridiculous like that.
So did you watch Kings of Comedy?
When I was younger, I did. I did when I was younger.
Yeah, it's called torture porn, Justin. That's what it's called. Like that's the phrase. Like Saw, like the Saw movies.
I just was like, I don't like.
That's what it's called. Like
I didn't know. I didn't hear you.
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to Justin. That's what it's called. Yeah. Like the Saw movies, anything where it's like overly gory and
I just figured out why Javon isn't rooting for the Eagles, and it's just I just figured it out.
I just said I'm rooting for the Eagles. I said I'm rooting for the Eagles.
I do not any means necessary.
I just said I'm rooting for the Eagles. I said I'm rooting for Jalen Hurts.
You said
you need to watch more football.
You saying Spain to win?
I mean, the Patriots not playing. I don't really care who wins. The Patriots not playing.
You think Brady really retired?
We don't.
You think Brady is really retired? Nah, he done. Potty done.
He done.
Nah,
that's funny.
Just
Tom on Instagram. Listen, man. Tell that man that he is a Carolina Panthers fan. He needs to stop. All right, the Panthers are not playing in the Super Bowl, sir.
Hey, all right, hey, we're not doing that. Okay.
Tell that man that he is not an Eagle. He is not from Philly. He is from Carolina. He's from North Carolina.
Hey, the Panthers got as Tom Brady did this year. So we the Panthers got.
No. You got to make the playoffs to be as close as Brady did. You have to have a winning record and make the playoffs.
Oh, did they make they make the playoffs?
They made the playoffs.
The Bucs made it? Yes. Okay, I was wrong then. I apologize.
Now the Panthers made it as close as the Patriots did.
We lost them in the last week.
We showed up.
I was very much so pained by that.
So, Fee, do you watch thrillers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like a good thriller. I like a good story where there's suspense and everything. That's fine.
Okay.
I watch it occasionally. I mean, I watch it with somebody, I watch it. It's fine.
We need to do, y'all know what we need to do?
What?
We need to do top 5 M. Night Shyamalan movies. That's what we need.
It's only been like 5.
You got to say his name right first. But
it's not Shyamalan?
It's Shyamalan.
What is it? Shamaya?
Isn't it Shyamalan?
Shyamalan.
Dang, Danny, you butchered.
Danny said Shyamalan or something like that.
That's how I've been saying it since I was 12. Shyamalan.
You've been wrong for a long time.
Man, you've been wrong. You got the whole Gatling gun out.
I've been wrong
Jesus
forever.
Christ. Shyamalan.
Justin?
No.
He only got like 5 movies, right? He got
he ain't been that.
You got
The Village,
Sixth Sense, Signs, Lady by the Lake or something.
After Earth,
Lady in the Water.
Well, I mean, that ain't gonna be on it. That don't even count. That movie was so bad.
Nobody's putting that on their list. If you
want to do that list, terrible, dude.
If you want to do that list, you put that movie on there. I will have no
Earth was a good movie.
Your list.
It was a movie,
bruh. Y'all haters, bruh. Y'all some haters.
You know Will Smith don't even talk about it. You never hear him talk about After Earth.
He don't talk about Wild Wild West either, but I still enjoyed that.
That was a terrible movie too.
The Wild Wild West was not terrible.
Will Smith laments doing Wild Wild West. He literally said, "I should have done The Matrix instead of Wild Wild West."
Okay, yes. In comparison to The Matrix, yes, okay, it was a bad choice, but it still was not a bad movie. It was hilarious. It was a funny movie. It was innovative, and it was different having a black guy play Jim West.
Why do y'all both look like this?
Because we deal with this week after
week.
Both
y'all hands up like that.
After Earth was
I apologize.
Was a good father-son movie.
I don't like I'm having such a great time.
You got to realize that you just heard the type of movies that he watches.
Yeah, did you hear that?
He has a limited range of films.
He's dead serious. B, you don't understand. He's not trolling. He's 100% serious. What he just said, he was 100% serious about. Like, that's why I had that face.
Y'all just
After Earth, I don't know if it would be in his top 5 movies, but it's not a bad. I'll put it over The Happening.
You don't know.
I would put it over The Happening. I'll put it over.
The Happening was better than After Earth. And it was literally a movie about trees telling people to kill people. That's how bad After Earth was.
Definitely better. Like, definitely.
No.
It's not better than The Sixth Sense.
You're talking about movies that Will Smith was in?
No,
M. Night Shyamalan
movies.
Oh, okay.
It's not better than Sixth Sense. It's not better than Signs. It's not
better than. Old is better. Sixth Sense is better. The Village is better. Devil's better.
Was better. Unbreakable was better.
Unbreakable was way better.
It was better than The Last Airbender.
I mean, that's not really saying much, sir.
You said that like with a lot of you said that with your whole chest. As if that was like
I'm putting it in the middle of the. I don't know. I wouldn't put it over any other Split trilogy, on Split, Glass, and Unbreakable. I like those. Yeah, it might be about 7 or 8. Y'all might be right.
No, we know.
Might be.
No, ain't no might. We know.
Man. You're fighting hard though.
Signs was good at the time, but it's not the best one.
It's not his best movie, no.
It's not.
His best movie might be Unbreakable, probably. Absolutely. Did he do Split?
Yeah, he did Split.
Yeah, Split. I mean, that whole series is series is better than most of his movies. Split was great.
No, it was.
You gotta put Glass like a couple of.
No, what a Marvel Glass.
I like Glass. Glass was the one that brought it all together.
Glass was terrible.
Marvel Glass, bro.
Glass was not good.
It's not. I'm not saying it's his best movie, but that whole series was solid.
I would say 2 out of 3. I think Unbreakable was very good. Split was very good, but Glass was a mess.
Split was a mess. Split was mostly great because of McAvoy though. Like he is an absolute monster. He destroyed that.
He killed that movie.
Yeah, that was one of the best acting jobs. You know what? We should do top 5 acting jobs. Like
top 5 performances. Top 5.
Yeah, top 5 acting performances. Like we got to do it like separated TV, movies.
I mean, great for discussion, right? To see what makes it to the top 5, I guess.
Man, that's a.
The Happening was not a bad movie, but it was.
I'm always voting for Viola though. That girl.
There you go, Fee.
Hey, listen. Viola had a whole series where she was acting rings. He was acting circles around people. How I Get Away with Murder.
I don't swear. She was on Hot Ones, and I was cracking up where she was at Juilliard. Everyone's in like yoga pants. She's here in sweats, and they had this exercise. She fell asleep on the floor and said, "Imagine you're a cloud." But since she actually fell asleep, she thought of a plow. So every time she said, when they said to act like the part, what did she say? And the Juilliard teacher's like, okay,
that's a choice.
That's a choice. That's a choice.
I love her, hands down. She's awesome.
But if y'all didn't read her audio book,
I bought it and haven't started to listen to it yet.
I gotta get that.
Like, I did not realize how tough, that woman is. Like, she had a tough upbringing.
Oh yeah.
She told a story about she told a story about her and her sisters, because her sisters and her brothers used to all live in this. It was Detroit. It was freezing cold, and there was this crazy man that lived in the neighborhood. And they used to, how when you were kids, like if you had that one dude in the neighborhood, he would kind of be an urban legend. Mm-hmm. So they ran up on him one time, and he literally picked up a cat and ripped the head off of a cat right there in front of him. And she talked about like the panic that ensued from them seeing that happen. I was like, bro, I would like to see this movie, bro. It was so amazing the way she told the story.
I would melt.
It is reading. It is reading, Justin.
Justin, you're a jerk.
It's the same thing. The same thing. The same process. I don't care. Oh, you get that information however you need to.
Oh man, I
don't care if you listen to it.
Man, read it, man.
Jess, why
everybody
you do
let
that,
it slide?
Why
everybody
you do that?
Let it slide, man.
Why you do that, Jess? We just let that go. We let it go, bro. Oh my god, man!
Everybody let it go,
bro. Why you do that?
No, he's gone. Where'd he go?
That was terrible, man. You made this man leave the show, bro. Come on, bro. Oh my god, yo.
Oh man.
Man. Bro, we were gonna let that go, yo, and you just had to.
Everybody let it go, dude. Everybody let it go.
I see Justin.
What up, J man? What's good, Jay?
What's up, J man?
Yo,
I was Justin at work tomorrow, though. I got you.
That was relentless.
You need to go. You gotta go on his show and clown him, man.
How you supposed to say it? How are you supposed to say
it? If you haven't listened to her audio book,
to her audio book,
it's still the same thing. It's reading a book.
Is it though?
More, you say that's the only way that you read the Bible is listening to the audio book, right?
Why you gotta put him on the spotlight?
Legitimately, the Bible would be a done deal if it wasn't in audio. That's a fact. There's no question about it. Me physically reading anything in my hand is
That's all.
You didn't have to comfort his neck like that. Not the word.
I'm telling you, he went straight to Jesus. I didn't even say it. Just said it. How you go straight to Jesus? Jesus ain't even in this.
He threw you right under the bus, sir.
Jesus ain't had nothing to do with this conversation, man.
That's a double decker right there.
You ought to be ashamed
right under it. Oh my gosh.
Well, you said you don't even read the word unless it's audio. What? I didn't even say it to you, Justin. I didn't
for this man's whole belief.
I'm telling you, you wouldn't even be saved if it weren't for audio.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I heard that. But why is that relevant though, Danny? What happened?
That was so mean. Danny, that was meaner than justice, man.
I'm telling you, man. You might as well put my social security number up there on the screen. Jesus Christ.
I just told Justin we ain't friends no more.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Is that what you did to Kyron?
You came for me and Jesus. Why you ain't come for him and Jesus? Why you ain't?
Terrible.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
That's why. Hold up. Who else is in the Super Bowl? It's the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm rooting for the Chiefs now. I'm rooting for the
Jesus
Chiefs.
to the Super Bowl.
You watching the Super Bowl? Do you watch the Super Bowl? Do you watch sports? I don't even know. Do you watch sports? I don't even know.
Yeah, I do. I mean, for entertainment, but again, I'm like, I watch it just for fun, Basketball, I have a team and stuff, but football, I'm like, I just watch it.
Wait. Don't gloss over that. What's your team?
Lakers.
Who's your basketball team?
Oh boy. Well, it's a great franchise. It is a great franchise. It's a great franchise.
I came up from an upbringing where you took the team like pass to you, like a Chef Curry pass. It was like, this your team. Boom. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm a Laker, so I stuck with that. Okay. And I rock with it because I didn't wait for LeBron to come over.
I respect that. I can respect. Oh, damn.
There you go, Fee. There you go, Fee. There you go, Fee.
I like it. Damn. That's how you gotta do it.
Damn.
Go ahead.
My dad taught me
coming for Danny today, man.
And taught it well, okay? Because I know football. I know John Madden. I could tell you about it. Boom. I could talk about it.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, man.
Nickel.
And I know it's your Duncan.
3 defense.
Bet.
And that thing looks so disgusting every
that
time.
That big old leg.
That is disgusting.
They can keep that up north, bro. They can keep that exactly where it is.
Man, I'm so upset for dude who won and got acknowledged and couldn't even eat it because he had grills in his mouth. I said, "Come on, man, you're supposed to take a bite. Take a bite."
No, that's I'm good.
So wait, Faith. So you say your dad was a Lakers fan?
He was.
He was? Okay, all right.
Well, it's. I mean, I never mind. I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do it.
It's about to come for you. Everybody, wow, everybody's spicy tonight. Faye came.
Well, because I was like, the question was posed, do I like sports? Yes, I like sports.
But you said
I don't assume anything.
Well, you said Faye. That's what I was gonna get you on that.
I fixed it.
Well, you said it before that. And you didn't.
Fixed it.
No, you said it twice.
I fixed it.
Did you fix it, Morgan? Dang.
Do you? I mean,
you hear him say he fixed it.
You shut up, bringing Jesus in there. Shut up. God almighty.
Just forgive him. It's okay. Just forgive him.
I'm gonna go read at least I know who to look at the gates. God, dog, boy. You know,
I was like, just forgive him. You heard it in the audiobook, right? Just forgive.
Pete,
you read it in the audiobook.
Yeah, you read it in the audio. Peter be at the.
You read it and Morgan heard it.
And Danny be like, well, you know he never read the Bible though. What? Where you even come from with that, man? What are you talking about?
that seriously took me out. That was funny.
It was literally.
Who are you texting now, man? Stop.
Jesus.
Call him because he's on the main line. Let him know. Tell him what you want, Danny. Tell him.
He said Danny sees sounds and hears colors.
On the main line. Tell him what you want.
Hey, they actually say that's a sign of genius, though. The people that do that, that's a sign of genius. There's been a lot. There's been a lot in this show tonight. Like I'm perplexed.
I don't know where to go with this.
That Jesus thing it's top. It might be top 5. Like that might be top 5 most. Like Danny's had some moments, but that's in there, bro. Like it's at least top 7.
I did not even mean
that's
it like
the top
that.
10 moment right
I
there.
didn't mean it like that, and you know it, bro. I was just trying to prove my point that you say you read an audiobook. You read a book.
How does that prove it though? You called a man out about him not reading the Bible.
No, I was saying that Morgan said that he reads the audiobook. That's how he reads the Bible, is using the audiobook. That's what I wasn't trying to say to my man don't love Jesus. I know he does.
So it's a double insult because you say he says he reads audiobooks and then you say he doesn't read the Bible. So you just insulted him twice.
I got you, Justin. Hold on.
Oh my God. Oh
my God. Let's send him a picture real quick.
Oh my God. Why is Jess not on the show, bro? My God.
Jess, man.
Oh my God.
He got you tonight, man.
Picture for you, Jess.
Bro. Ooh, that ain't Jesus. That is not a Jesus picture.
Jesus, you saw that? Did you see that Jesus? Did you see that Jesus? I just listened to that book yesterday, and here go, he over here doing top 5 ridiculous moments from time. Hey, Rod, when I tell you we got some, bro, man.
Y'all got.
We've reached the point now where we can do it.
We definitely could. Y'all got me last week.
That's a lot to go through, man. Our episodes be too damn long.
Y'all got me. Y'all got me for
Morgan
my birthday.
Falling asleep on screen is definitely in the top 5.
That's number 1.
No, you didn't.
Number 1.
No, you didn't.
Did.
Yes, he did.
Be for real.
And we left him on the show.
No,
they left me on camera. Fee, do you understand how terrible it is? I fell asleep. I'm knocked out. Like I'm literally in a chair like this.
No, you didn't.
Not moving. They left me on camera by myself. They just logged off. And they left it live. And then Javon came back like 2-3 minutes later after he finished laughing his heart out.
Actually, I went to go get something to eat.
Man,
because I wanted to have a meal when I sit and watch him.
No, you didn't.
So when I came back on, I was like, man, he's still there. And Danny told me, I just want to make sure I understand. Danny said, leave him.
Y'all are terrible.
I did.
People.
Danny said, leave him.
Y'all are terrible people, bro.
People get paid a lot of money for that.
Excuse me, sir. I was the one that turned it off.
Yeah, some people, you go live on TikTok while you sleep, and people donate money to you.
What?
Legit.
I'm about to do that tonight. That sounds like that cuddle thing, like how there's people out there to get paid to cuddle with people. Have y'all heard about that?
Yes, I have. That's wild.
People do it. I'm talking about big bucks too.
Hey, it's but crazy. Look, I can't judge. But
Justin,
it's
just if that's the best,
different strokes for different folks. But again,
I agree. Javon's moment is this right here. This is Javon's moment.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah. What is
that?
So an individual came on the show and decided to be
rude.
Put his hand up in the camera.
Don't lie now.
You gonna say his name?
Don't lie, because I'll pull it up.
I've been trying to move on from it. Y'all like to bring it back.
Ain't no moving on from that, sir. there's no moving on from that, sir. You sunned this guy. You called him an SOB. You called him an SOB.
I did not call him no SOB.
What?
That's not what I said. I said, excuse me.
Don't make me go look this up.
Excuse me. I said you acting like a B. That's what I said. All right.
What's the difference?
If you're gonna say my word, it's different.
Sound like you're about to deliver an Oscar.
Excuse me.
Because apparently he was doing
difference. There's a difference because one is insulting his mother. I'm not gonna insult his mother.
Okay, that's up there though. Javon was very triggered by this. Him putting his hand in the camera.
I mean, Fee, if you're doing your podcast and your guests start talking over you and yelling at you, and then do like this, you'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you, man? Take your hand down."
No, I don't think she would.
It's a wild concept to imagine, but at the same time, it's not a
good sane individual would do that.
Well, she's trying to be nice, is what.
Your other podcast host.
She's trying to. What'd you say?
He was responding. She was like, "That sounds."
You don't have to worry about that. With
granted, I wouldn't have someone on it that I know couldn't do that. You know, like to just can't just talk, and then not be like.
Problem.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's our problem.
That's our problem. We invited this individual here.
We know
boundaries. What expectations, right? Leading back to what we said in the beginning, right?
You right.
Say that up front.
Right.
You're not wrong.
You were right.
You're not wrong.
Because you are not doing this to me.
That's right. Tell him, Fee.
You gonna done click yourself out of there so quick. You won't even.
I showed up did.
Oh, Javon did.
I showed up did.
Javon did click him off.
And that's what? Show. On what? Boundaries.
It was
you see how she came full circle?
It was one of the funniest
expectations from the beginning. You don't do that.
Facts.
It's still top 5.
I'm fine with it. I will gladly take number 2 to the sleeping giant over there. I'll gladly take.
I don't know, bro.
Sir,
Danny said Michael Jackson had a hot 10 years.
People do that though. People get paid to do that. They'll fall asleep and they're I'm asleep. Try to wake me up. You know.
That's my number one still.
Morgan, you right.
My number one is still Danny saying Michael Jackson had a hot 10 years.
Hot 10 years.
Wait. Pause.
That's the thing.
Say it again. Morgan, say it again.
That's a real thing.
No, say it again.
Danny, the number one moment on this show is Danny saying Michael Jackson had a hot 10 years.
No, that was one of our phrases. He said that. That's one of our top 5 phrases. That wasn't
no. That's a moment.
Oh no, that's a moment.
And we understood. No, because we talked and we understood what I meant.
No, I still don't understand. Nobody understands that.
What I meant, and we talked and we understood.
No, we didn't.
That was not.
Nobody understands Michael Jackson. Nobody understands what you're saying. Nobody understands that.
Y'all understand?
I do not understand, sir.
Y'all understand? I'm not going.
No, we don't.
Y'all not going.
You don't understand. You see the confusion on
Sir, we have tried to convince you how wrong you are.
Ever since you said the sentence, y'all just took off and ran with it. I'm letting it marinate. But at the same time. I enjoy Michael Jackson. I love him. I'm just saying for 10 years,
Oh Lord,
had a great
Calvin.
streak.
I said.
He said
Michael Jackson
Michael had 10 years when he was untouchable.
So you got y'all getting them. You getting the man for the exact words. That's what you're doing. A hot 10.
That's what it is.
He said,
"Is it the hot 10 for you?
Years.
Is that what it is? It's the hot 10 for you. Is that what
they took? It's the entire.
I just want to know. I'm asking for clarification.
It's the entire thing. Trying to surmise Michael Jackson.
Even Michael Jackson, like just the performer and singer he is. So okay, let's break this down. Shall we?
Yes.
So Michael Jackson.
Yes, please do. Let's go with
it. A hot 10 years.
Yes.
So what is it for you that really sends you in that? So you said it's Michael too, but you said had a hot 10. Is that what's really getting you to?
They think I was trying to diminish.
No, Morgan, let him talk. Let him talk, Morgan. Morgan, let him talk.
Jackson's wilding, bro. Okay, all right, let me take it down.
I'm just want to hear y'all out. I'm here to hear you out. I'm all ears.
I'm open. I was trying to diminish Michael Jackson's greatness, and I was not. I was saying that for 10 years of Michael Jackson's career, he was untouchable. There was nobody in the same stratosphere as him when it came to record sales, stardom, impact on music, anything. But the first 10 years of his career where he was with the Jackson 5 and that first album, you know, he wasn't that superstar yet. He wasn't this far above everybody yet.
Okay.
And then the last 10 years after that, he was also, there were other people that were close to him. They weren't as big as him, but they were almost close to him where they could touch his greatness. That's all I was trying to say. Okay. And they took it and they've been running with it for a whole year now.
Okay, so Morgan and Javon, here's my question to you. So what are you running with? I want to know, what is your motivator? What is the fuel in your tank that really sends you with what he thinks right there with that?
You want to take it, Morgan, or you want me to do it?
Oh, you please, by all means, do the honors.
Okay, I got you.
I just want to know. I'm curious.
This distinction that his 10 years with Jackson 5 wasn't hot or untouchable, considering they were one of literally the biggest acts in music. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they had a showcase in Vegas. It was almost unheard of a black act to be having a showcase in Vegas around that time. This is the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 70s. This ain't the 90s. This ain't even the 2000s, dude. This not even the 80s. This is 70s. Mm-hmm. So, all right, cool. You don't want to talk about the Jackson 5 era. You want to leave the era alone. Okay, cool. So the end of 70s is when he went solo and put out a banger. Don't stop till you get enough.
Yep.
Rock With You.
Yep.
The man was up there.
Mm-hmm.
Mike was one of the biggest acts even then.
Yeah.
So fine. We cracking into the 80s. We're in the 80s now. Mm-hmm. We ain't even hit the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Thriller.
Mm-hmm. Off the Roof. Yep. Blew the seal. Yep.
Untouchable.
Who was touching Michael in the 80s?
Nobody's touching Michael in the 80s.
Okay, cool. So we've already expressed that the 80s. That's 10 years.
Are you keeping
count? B, are you keeping count?
I am. No, I am. That's why I'm here. I hear you.
Plus a couple years in the 70s.
Yep.
So we've surpassed 10 years. Okay, cool. The 90s.
No.
Who was a bigger artist than Michael in the 90s? Who was a bigger artist than Michael?
You got
who
Neil
was a bigger artist than Michael Jackson in the 90s?
What did you say?
Mariah Carey.
Who was a bigger artist than Michael Jackson in the 90s?
The Spice Girls.
Did you just say?
You don't remember the Spice
Girls?
Fee, are you getting this now? Are you?
Morgan, do you want to hear your piece? Is there anything you want to say? Forever hold your. What is one piece you would say to add on to what Javon's point is?
This man just said the Spice.
Y'all, the Spice Girls wasn't huge. For like 3 years.
It's not that they weren't huge, but if you're trying to compare it to the same caliber, that is. Hey,
hold on, Morgan. Can we add that to the list? Can we add that? Can we addend that? Can we make that an addendum? That this man said the Spice Girls were as big as Michael Jackson. All right.
Not only did he say Spice Girls, he said Simon and Garfunkel too.
Who sold more records? Who sold more records in 1997? The Spice Girls or Michael Jackson?
Do you think the Spice Girls were ever bigger than Michael Jackson at any point in their career?
I'm saying for those 2 years, he was. All right, I'm leaving y'all alone.
This is really happening.
I was leave this in 2022.
This is real life.
I was gonna leave this in 2022.
Real life,
Daddy.
That happened.
I wanted to hear you. And again, Daddy, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for what you said.
Hey, can I just say something? History, which came out in 95. 22 million worldwide, sir. 22 million worldwide.
That's to date.
You look off camera.
Dude, it's 8 times.
That's to date.
But even okay.
Oh my god. This dude. Oh, eBay.
You really think think Michael Jackson is so big? But in the 80s and 90s, this is a 20-year period. He was so big that he could go to some random place in the middle of Africa, and they just got to see the glove. Michael, they know who Michael is.
No,
I'm just saying, but they know who Michael is.
That is not.
You're not wrong.
They know who Michael is. You think they know who the Spice Girls are?
Not that noise.
Danny,
you think they know who the Spice Girls are?
Danny, you legitimately.
You're not wrong.
You legitimately.
I know I'm not wrong.
You legitimately said the Spice Girls, Simon and Garfunkel. You brought up those names to compare them.
Simon and Garfunkel was the 70s
against Michael Jackson.
I'm saying for the 70s.
You brought them up to compare them to Michael Jackson.
We were talking the 90s.
I'm not saying
Simon and Garfunkel.
I'm not saying their entire. I'm not saying their entire career was as big as
ignore
Jackson.
Simon
Nobody's
and Garfunkel.
is.
You know, off the wall
came
came
out
out
bigger than Michael
79?
Jackson. Who in the 90s was bigger than Michael Jackson? Justin. No. Come back. Funny. Who? I just want you to answer this question. Who in the 90s was bigger than Michael Jackson?
Oh my God, man!
You're talking about an era in which he put out "Dangerous." "Dangerous" was such a good album that they were literally playing it from the start of the 90s throughout.
The History album dropped in 95, bro.
95.
It dropped in 95. Yep. That joint had all of his 10 songs. Years. It was gold. I had it. It had like a gold CD to it. It was.
Come back, Danny. Come back.
Don't try to run from this, bro. Like you said,
even Eddie is saying the same thing that I said. That you keep saying record sales. Record sales went down because of technology. When people started burning CDs and everything. That's why.
Still have that CD. I probably still have that CD somewhere, bro.
Come back, Danny.
I don't know why he's trying.
Hey, I'm back.
Come on, man.
He literally.
So our issue is that you won't let it go. That's our problem. That's the problem.
I did let it go. I wasn't going back to this. Y'all brought the therapist in. I feel like y'all brought the therapist in just to specifically talk about this because y'all won't let it go. I left this in 2022.
Wow.
So when we were talking about moments,
or certified therapist, but that's high praise.
When we were talking about moments, we brought it up, and
I am more like a moderator. I can
wrong.
Just hear people for what they say. I would not say therapist and moderator. Much better.
It's greatly needed tonight.
Okay, so Danny, say I was wrong. Say I was wrong.
I was wrong about what?
Oh boy. Invincible came out in 2001.
I was wrong about the Untouchable 10?
Yes, say that.
You see, Cal, they tried to then blame it on me. I did not bring this up.
Yeah, but you defending it. That's the problem, though. You keep defending it.
And I'm going to.
So you clearly believe it.
We had to go collect ourselves, bro.
So you still believe it, though.
Do you seriously still believe the Spice Girls compared to Michael Jackson?
I didn't say that the Spice Girls. I'm saying that they had the most record sales in whatever year their album came out, they had the most record sales that year, right? They were hot in the Spice Girls was hot in the street for a minute. Eminem in the streets for a minute. Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, TLC was hot in the streets for a minute. They were more talked about at various times than Michael Jackson was. Now his legacy, his entire career is untouchable. Yes, nobody's peak touches Michael Jackson's at all. And I'm saying that 10 years from Off the Wall to Thriller to what was it? History. That was that time.
History came out in 95. Off the Wall came out in 79.
I'm wrong.
Off the Wall came out in 79. And then Thriller. And then Thriller.
Oh, it's not 30. It's not 32.
No. Off the Wall, Thriller. What was after Thriller?
Invincible came out in 2001.
So, right. So, do you just pick a song? Pick a favorite song of MJ's, because I did Thriller just because.
There's
but
so many.
Spice Girls worldwide highest record sales 23 million.
Y'all not gonna hold me on the Spice Girls.
Thriller
just throwing them out there.
70.
Okay, we can go with Simon and Garfunkel.
You know what?
We'll go with Simon and Garfunkel.
No. Go with TLC. That was the example he used before. He used the TLC example. Yeah, I know, Justin. He said the Spice Girls were hot in the streets.
He did say that. He said it just now.
Did you read that in the audio book too?
I'm gonna see you at work tomorrow,
Justin got you tonight, man.
I'm gonna see you.
Justin got you tonight.
You read that in the audio book too.
Oh, he read it in the audio book.
Justin fired tomorrow. I don't care what I got to do to get Justin fired.
Guys, listen to this run. Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, History, Invincible. I can genuinely say there's probably not an artist that has a run of albums that good.
And then he came out with one after, and it was what was it, Escape or?
There. Let me see.
That was his last one.
This is.
No, there was Michael, and then Escape. That came out in 2014.
Mm-hmm. That was after, and it's still.
It was after he died.
And still,
Michael Jackson.
Comparing someone to Michael Jackson is
blasphemy.
Yeah, it's just some things you just don't do. It's like when people
TLC was just as hot.
We all agree Michael Jackson is the GOAT.
This dude stood on a stage.
You said hot
15 minutes, didn't say a word, and
we all agree that Michael Jackson is the GOAT, right?
Just fainting. This is just fainting.
We all agree that Michael Jackson is the GOAT, right?
Fainting. Grown men fainting. Right. Tell me another artist that can do that.
I'm sorry.
I agree with you. Michael Jackson is the GOAT. I agree with you.
Beyonce makes people faint.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw her live, she did she quoted the David after Dennis and said, "Is this real life?" And I was, because oh my god, I was looking around and people was crying. I was scared. I was just like, why is everything? I've never been so concerned. It was crazy.
That sounds concerning.
It was concerning. It was scary, but it was a great performance. But I just didn't expect people to.
Prince can be.
I love Beyonce, but
Prince can be compared to.
No, and I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that reaction. No. I was like, ooh.
You asked who else could do that. I'm not saying Beyonce does it on the level that Michael does. All I'm saying is Beyonce legit makes people faint, though.
I don't know. I feel like Prince has like a musical imprint that Michael Jackson has, but that presence. I don't know if his presence was on the same. Like Prince, I don't think Prince.
People talk about Prince as if he's a spirit.
Hold on, no. What'd you say?
People talk about Prince as if he's a spirit. They say he floats. He doesn't walk. Like, right. People talk about Prince literally as if he's ethereal. Like,
I do. I will say, I think on a worldwide level, I think Mike got Prince.
There's no question. But when it comes to mythos. When it comes to mythos, Prince is up there, bro. Like, people literally talk about Prince.
He's so stupid.
People talk about, like, Ray J was just talking about Prince yesterday. He was talking about Prince yesterday.
He was. Big facts.
Exactly. Like,
big facts.
You're right.
Prince has an entire legend behind him. Literally, people literally describe their meetings with him as if he's literally a spirit. Like, not even BSing.
Daddy, you'd have pissed off Eddie tonight, man. Eddie done had it. Eddie ain't never been as bad before. Eddie, I can see him in this house just throwing stuff like, no.
Goodness. Yeah, I mean, that's still number one to me on this show.
Yeah, that's number one. That's number one.
There's nothing that can credit that. Me falling asleep was great. Me falling asleep was great. No
I'll take three. I'll take third.
You're definitely third, bro. There's no question. This is all. That's great.
That Beyonce Janet Jackson argument though. That was legendary for a second. Yeah.
You talking about me? Bro, you made Eddie laugh the hardest he's ever laughed, bro. Good job, Danny. Good job, bro.
Oh no, dude! We absolutely have to add at least one of those Black Panther arguments. At least one.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean,
least one of them. I don't know which one.
Why? Why? I'm not a human nature.
Oh my god! Oh my god, man!
Justin,
bro, I'm about to cash out Just, bro. I'm about to cash out this dude, bro.
That's cool.
You so dumb, man.
This is some legendary ish right now, bro. Like,
I agree.
This type of roasting, this is what marshmallows and chocolate are for to make s'mores.
I'm not letting y'all. I'm not letting y'all hook me back in this conversation ever again. Ever.
Just say, I was wrong. Yo. Just be like, I was wrong, y'all.
Just make sure, make sure Jess ain't wrong.
I was wrong. Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all time, and he sold more records than everybody. And he had a bigger impact than everybody. And Michael Jackson's career is untouchable at all points.
I mean, find me somebody who got a career that's even close to his, that got a string of classic albums. The only person I know who had a string of albums as good as Michael was Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder had like a 5-6 string excuse me, albums that were just bangers.
Well, Michael's level,
I just said is close.
Some would say Kanye, but I got to get out of here, y'all.
No,
somebody head upstairs.
No, we're not doing that. No.
Oh, you don't think Kanye?
Kanye had 3 good albums, and then whatever that was, everything after.
He had more than 3.
I didn't.
Dark Twisted Fantasy is a good album, and some people say my Dark Twisted Fantasy is like the
Dark Twisted Fantasy is up there.
I don't understand.
That's at least 4 legendary.
I don't agree, but you know.
Oh wow.
I don't.
I disagree on my Dark Twisted Fantasy, but like I gotta get out of here.
I think this would be a good place for us to wrap.
Fee, when I remember, I will somehow.
Hey, Fee, this was fun. I'm blaming Fee for how entertaining tonight's show is.
I'll take responsibility for that. I can take full responsibility.
All of the credit.
Yes, anytime you are available and would like to come on, please.
You're more than welcome.
Please do, because I don't. This was something else. I don't even.
I had a lot of fun. No, I appreciate you guys for having me.
No, we appreciate you
sincerely.
I will, when I remember what I wanted to ask, I will let you know.
Just let it go, man.
No, it was good.
Would you go a direct message? Hey, like a week from now. Hey, remember?
If I think about it,
if you remember it, and then bring me back on, and I just have it or something.
She's gonna be like, "Who is this?"
See, there you go.
Who is this? I forgot.
You're right, but I'll say I'm not the guy that called Javon Boy on the show.
You know the one. I just y'all heard that he was racist.
I'm the guy
same person that called me a good Negro.
I said you're one of the good ones.
Good Negroes.
I didn't say that.
That's what you said.
No, I didn't. I said that you're one of the good ones. What are we doing next week? What are we? What? Hey, folks is listening. What do y'all want? What y'all want our list to be next? Michael Jackson's hot 5 years. Spice Girls top 5.
It'll be the shortest show ever.
Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits.
You petty.
Those are all good.
You're petty.
They're
best audiobooks to read.
Out of all suggestions, you could have said that's petty. That's petty, and you know it. You know it. You petty.
That was me.
I apologize.
You just putting salt over the wound now. Stop it.
That was me.
I apologize, man.
I promise to let that joke go as soon as this is over.
I'm not.
Stop. Oh.
See, look
Justin,
at Jess.
I beat you to it, man. I beat you to it.
Look at Jess, man.
Y'all ain't right.
All right, y'all. I gotta get off, man.
What top 5 did I say earlier?
I'm about to go watch LeBron become the GOAT. I'll see y'all later.
Nigga, don't make me. Please don't do that.
Wrap it up, B.
Thank y'all for everybody listening. As usual, thank you so much, P, for coming through. We appreciate you. Loved your input. Definitely would love to have you back on. Please let us know when you want to come back. Jess, you are too much, bro. Man. You are on one.
I just want you to understand how niggerish today was because of you.
Yes, at its top. It's appropriate for this to be Black History Month because you were blackity black.
Blackity black. All right, I'll see y'all.
Love y'all. See y'all next week. Wakanda forever. Recast T'Challa. Let it go. How about that?